Now there's a push to get your low density lipoprotein or LDL levels less than 70. So a push for more drug therapy to lower your lipoprotein level and your total cholesterol, but specifically LDL less than 70. I saw a guy that said basically the ideal LDL level is like 20 to 40. I can't remember where I found that, but let me show you why that might not be the best idea ever. So this is from the journal Nature, published in 2021. There's the link if you want to look it up. And we're going to look at the association between LDL and all-cause mortality results from the NHANES study, 15 years, 1999 to 2014. So they start off by saying a number of studies over the past few decades show an association or proof that high LDL levels are the cause of cardiovascular disease and cardiovascular death. They also point out that many other studies have found the exact opposite effect, that LDL level is negatively correlated with all-cause mortality of patients. So a lot of these studies, I guess, are saying that elevated LDL increases your risk of cardiovascular death, skewing it down to that particular thing as opposed to all-cause mortality. What they looked at was a division of 5 different groups of LDL levels and then measured and followed those 19,000 patients for 15 years. It turns out that a low LDL, less than 70, increases your risk of death from all causes. They also adjusted for different parameters such as age, and then the second group was age plus demographics and smoking history, and the third group, they put that all together, included hypertension, diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease as a group, and looked at them based on their LDL levels. Their baseline LDL was 130, which is higher than what's recommended by the American Heart Association, but was normal back in the day, less than 135, and then compared the hazard ratio of those groups based on LDL levels. Therefore, a hazard ratio of 1 was assigned to an LDL level of 100 to 129, right at 130. So here's what they found. Here's the 3 groups, A, B, and C. So this is C is taking into effect age, demographics, smoking, hypertension, all that other stuff we talked about. And if you look, less than 70, hazard ratio 1.7 just for age, hazard ratio 1.6 if you add in demographics and smoking, and then the hazard ratio of 1.373, less than 70, for patients adjusted for age, smoking, demographics, cardiovascular disease, cancer, hypertension. So it's showing a U shape. There is some elevation, not huge, really. 1.047 if you're over 160, 1.03 in that group, and then 1.09, sorry, in the group that was grouped together. And I looked at this graph several times, but you see the U-shaped curve. So here's the hazard ratio over here. So 1, they're saying at 130, and here's LDL. So 130 is right there at the hazard ratio of 1, right here. And as you get up closer to 300, you're going up to about 1.8, it looks like. But if you go under 70, it shoots way up. So just like the Swedish study that I reported to you in the past, you can't have too low of an LDL level according to this study that was published in 2021. Too high is also an issue, but if you are running between about 100 and 240, your hazard ratio is just maybe a little bit, a blip above 1.0 at 130, based on this analysis. So there's my LDL thoughts for the day. Hope this gives you some more information. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.